I'm Lauren Noel, and it is time for my long-awaited What's in My Hospital Bag video. First, you have to say hi to Elsa. This is my wonderful guinea pig, Elsa, one of our 8 piggies. You say hello. You say hello. Yes. And now, on to the good stuff. So first off, we are planning a home birth and hoping for that, but our backup is, of course, to go to our local hospital if for any reason we decide that we just want to go, or if there's any medical indication that we need to go. For this reason, our midwife requires that we have a hospital transfer bag prepared. And me being the preparer that I am, I started this bag way back before she ever even began to talk about it, because I feel like every expecting mama should have an emergency hospital bag prepared by 20 to 24 weeks, just in case you go into preterm labor and you need to go to the hospital. You need to have a bag packed. So I've had our bag mostly packed with the basics from around 20 to 24 weeks. And then I have it now fully packed, stocked, ready to go, except for a very short list of things to grab. And I am just shy of 29 weeks. To further explain, I have 4 different bags surrounding me, because this is crazy times in the world and the hospitals really don't want you to leave once you get there. And right now I believe our cafeteria of our local hospital is closed. It's been opened, it's been closed. You never know. So there's extra stuff packed here that in the past you wouldn't have had to take with you. There's also a lot more stuff packed here than was in my first hospital bag for my first birth, which was a planned C-section. And so I knew exactly what I needed for recovery, and I didn't need to take anything for a birthing process. So I have a ton of stuff here for a natural birthing process. Basically what it came down to is I decided to just pack everything that I would want for birth. Basically, I'm just gonna have our big suitcase open on the floor in the living room, and I can just take things out of it as I use them and need them, and then they're ready to go just in case we need to head to the hospital. I have created a very extensive check-off list here. I keep things very neat and orderly and organized. And so this is what I have been packing off of and going over and redoing 5 million times, because that's just the way I am. So we'll get started with my rolling suitcase. This is a carry-on size rolling suitcase. And this is where most everything is packed. Up here in the top pocket, I have a large wet bag, basically for dirty laundry. My Mama Natural pregnancy and birth cards, affirmation cards. So they all have just different sayings and pictures on them. 2 little packets of tissues, because you can never have too many tissues. My glucose monitor, blood sugar monitor. This is more of a home birth item that wouldn't necessarily need to go to the hospital. And in fact, while I'm pulling things out of here for birth, some of these things might be things that I wouldn't take to the hospital, especially depending on what stage of labor I'm in. And if I know that I'm gonna go in for most likely having a C-section, things like that. A bag of small bills and change for the vending machines. That proved very helpful last time. Some cough drops, Advil, Tylenol, mostly for husband. And then a bag of paperwork. So I have a copy of my ID, a copy of my insurance card, a little pad of paper, a pen, and birth plan and pediatrician info all right in here. Moving on to the inside. My very hefty oils case. This is definitely a splurge for birth and postpartum. But because it has 30 holes in it, I am going to fill it up with 30 oils that I want to take. I don't think they're all in here yet. I think I still need to add a few. It has everything from my P+ progesterones to just a whole bunch of oils and lip balms that I think would be helpful for relaxation. Things that are really good, like Clary Sage for the actual birth and delivery process, and motivation, Envision, like all kinds of divine release, like things that just I thought would be helpful for emotions, for healing, for all the things. I can leave a full list below. Next on top is a super important thing. This is my Placenta Encapsulation Kit. So that bag is in here. You just put ice in it and then call her up and she'll come and get it. And also our oral vitamin K. We have decided to not do the vitamin K shot this time, so we have the oral vitamin K right there. With birthing, I decided to bring our feather diffuser. Again, if we're at home, we're probably going to be setting this up and using this at home, but for now, I'm just keeping it in here. Feather has both lights and also a sound machine in it, so even if I don't want to be diffusing oils, I can still have a sound machine going if that's helpful. Our electronics bag is in here, and not everything is packed, of course, like my phone that I'm filming on, but in general, what will be in here is my earphones, a battery backup, a cord for the battery backup and the earphones to charge, phone charger, and an extra long extension cord for the phone because my charger is really small and this does not go very far when you're in a hospital or even here at home. I am going to be needing an extension cord. Sometimes you can find really long just chargers, but we had to find an extension cord for mine. I put all of my husband's clothes in here, so I have a change of shirt, shorts, underwear, socks, all of that good stuff packed and ready to go for him. I have a maternity top and skirt in here for me. This is what I wore to the hospital last time. I also decided to pack a sundress because that's what I came home in last time, especially with an incision. I don't know what I will want this time around. If I do end up with a vaginal delivery, I might prefer to get fully dressed, but we'll see. I have 3 nursing nightgowns in here. So these are things that I could wear during labor. I very likely will wear them during labor, especially at home, and or to change whenever I want. So just giving myself options. Several nursing bras and a nursing cami. And everything is in bags and labeled so that either I can grab it, my husband can grab it, the doula or the midwife can grab it as well. Everything's very labeled and ready to go. A pair of flip-flops. I packed just a couple of postpartum pads and the always discreet underwear, just because I've heard that some hospitals are low on these things and aren't always providing them, so I figured having a couple was better on the safe side. Toiletry wise, I've got a couple of little bags here. This one I have earplugs because those are absolutely essential for me. I cannot sleep without earplugs. A Savvy Minerals foundation, powder foundation, a just makeup brush, mascara, my favorite lip gloss, my second favorite lip gloss just because I have an extra one lying around, a comb, and an orange stick. That's all the makeup I'm taking. I really didn't wear makeup last time, except I did put some foundation, probably mascara and lip gloss on for pictures that we did at the hospital. So that's pretty much the only reason I'm taking this, just in case I just need to spruce up and look somewhat alive. Other toiletries, I have a new thing of deodorant, a new toothbrush for my husband and I, a new toothpaste, and a couple of little flossers because they're just easier to use. Then I have just a whole bunch of stuff in here in individual bags. I also packed a pack of Seedlings baby wipes. Now these are by Young Living, and they are fantastic for wiping off makeup and kind of just wiping yourself off when you're sweaty or feel like you smell or whatever. I probably wouldn't use these for baby because they do have oils and scent to them. They're primarily for me. I also have a just tiny pack of Target fragrance-free cloth baby wipes. These are ones that are the closest to water wipes. And I have another pack in the baby bag. So again, these are kind of just for me to wipe off whatever. You know, there's just a lot of stuff going on in birth, so they're just little handies. The rest of the toiletries, I have soap, a washcloth, and a couple of just disposable razors to have on hand. The ever essential lotion, lip balm, and hair ties. So I have a new thing of Seedlings baby lotion, which I love. I love the smell of the Seedlings. They have that calm oil scent. So it's safe for baby and really good for me. My hands are so dry. My lips are so dry, everything. So again, another lavender lip balm. I think I have 3 lip balms in all of this because lip balm is life. A bunch of hair ties and a little pack of coconut oil. Some other birth and postpartum essentials. Arnicare Cream. This is a pain relief cream. It's basically Arnica Montana. Some people have talked about putting this on their belly after birth. I figured just pain relief cream homeopathic pain relief cream can come in handy for many uses. Along the same lines, Calendula Cream. This is a kind of a first aid cream, but it can be used for the sore nipples and for baby and just so many different things. Good to have on hand. A new packet of Arnica Montana 30X. I have to take the lactose tabs. I can't take the pellets. So this is the Highlands brand one that is lactose based. So again, people talk about taking this in labor or after labor for pains. And I took some of my magnesium spray, my Ancient Minerals magnesium spray, and put it into a glass spray bottle. You can use magnesium spray for aches and pains in labor and after labor. Love my magnesium spray. A few other just random essentials. Thieves spray, because all the ickies are around. I like to just spray it in the air or on surfaces. 2 ounces of Thieves hand sanitizer. That is essential, especially if you're going into a hospital environment. Young Living Seedlings linen spray. I love this and use this on my pillow and sheets and whatever. It's just, again, that calming, soothing. For me or baby, I don't care. It's very delicious. And some Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood Hydrosol. I don't really have a particular purpose for this, but it's got a very interesting smell. But it's useful for all kinds of things, so we'll just stick it in there in case. Then we have the Postpartum Bag. I've got Earth Mama Herbal Perennial Spray. Also the Earth Mama Organic Perennial Balm. They're essentially very similar, but I figured the more the better options. Wish Gardens After Ease Tincture. I've heard this is amazing for the cramping after birth, especially when you've had multiple pregnancies. The pains get worse. I remember they were not very pleasant the first time around, so I am excited to have this. And then I also splurged and got Young Living Clariderm spray. This is pricey stuff, but it says it's for topical use to be used before and after childbirth, and it's in a coconut oil liquid base, and it has myrrh oil, tea tree, lavender, frankincense, helichrysum, and Roman chamomile. So it's some really power-packed spray with some really amazing oils in it. So I've heard a lot of good stories and wanted to have that too. The final bag in my big bag here is for nursing. So I threw in some random different brands of disposable nursing pads just to have on hand in case my milk would come in earlier than it did last time. A can of Earth Mama Organic Nipple Butter, which I really enjoyed last time. The Medela Tender Care Hydrogel. There are 4 of these soothing gel pads in here. I didn't use them in the hospital last time, and I had a lot of pain in the hospital. So I'm planning to utilize some of these things earlier rather than later. Maybe that'll help. I also got the Silverettes, the silver nipple cups, and I've heard a lot of good things about these, so we will see if they work. And finally, I did pick up some Medela nipple shields in the 20mm and 24mm size. I know hospitals do have these on hand, and I don't necessarily want to use them, but I have heard some stories of where they have saved breastfeeding relationships early on. And so, again, because it was so rocky last time, I wanted to have these on hand just in case. All right, moving on to food. Again, this is not stuff that I would have ever thought to bring, but because of the circumstances these days, I have 2 bags of food. The first thing in our particular case is that I have such a strict diet. I really can't just eat anything. And so because I don't know if the cafe will be open, I don't know what the hospital serves, I don't know what my options are. So these things will hopefully help us survive no matter what is going on. The first bag here has mostly drink stuff in it. So I don't have them all in here, but I'm going to take probably 5 of these Trader Joe's electrolyte alkaline waters. They really recommend electrolyte drinks when you're in labor, and I'll probably consume some of them at home as well, but I can't really drink a lot of the options that are out there, so I have that water. I did find this one vitamin water 0 sugar lemonade flavored. It has some interesting things in it, but 0 sugar, so I have that in there if I want to try it. I have a thing of Trader Joe's chicken broth for either labor or postpartum. I can drink no sugar chicken broth, so I'm bringing my own because I don't know what would be in theirs. Another thing is Almond Breeze unsweetened vanilla almond milk. These just little tiny ones. There's 4 of them in here. I will have these, a little shaker bottle here, and then I have just these little packets that I can dump in there, shake it up, and then I have a little silicone straw that folds up in this little container that I can use to drink out of that. I have a water bottle for my husband, and then of course, because again, the times we're in, I have some extra masks and some rapid test kits in here because the policies are always changing about who has to test and if they're going to provide it and what's going on. So I just threw that in here just to be safe. I also have some ice bags here and a little note to grab some string cheese, some snack cheese, some apples, pears, fruit, whatever. Throw it in here with some blue ice and pack it up. And then in this big old bag, I've got just a thing of saltine crackers, a package of strawberry cereal bars for my husband. It has sugar. I can't eat it, but if he's starving, it's at least somewhat of good food. A bag of Chex Mix for my husband. A ton of packets of goldfish. I can eat goldfish because it is 0 sugar. My husband also consumes them as well, so I figured that's enough to hold us over for a while if we're starving. I have a package of Trader Joe's handful of almonds, and so there's these little pre-packaged little packets with a handful of almonds in them. It's perfect for a quick snack and good protein. I have a whole bunch of protein bars. I live off of these, the MCT collagen bars and the Buff Bake fuel bars in all kinds of different flavors, 0 sugar, and they give me a boost of protein when I'm starving. And then finally, I have some little Justin's peanut butter spread packets. Peanut butter on the go, sure. And a dark chocolate bar for myself, sugar-free. If I have time, I'd also like to grab a package of sourdough bread rolls for myself, or some sourdough bread of some kind, just because that's the only kind of bread I can eat, and it would be a little bit of carb with just something to sustain me if there's really no food around. And now we've got baby's bag. So in baby's bag, again, this is stuff that we can, if we have our birth here at home, we can just grab stuff out of and use it, but it is packed and ready to go in case we need the hospital. So there's another wet bag in here for whatever, dirty clothes, burp cloths, whatever we need. I have a little changing mat. Not planning on needing it, but you know, it's there. A couple of little infant hats, super cute, warm fuzzy little hats, especially like the little dinosaur, so cute. A handful of 1 milliliter syringes. Last time they forced us to use a bottle, and I will avoid nipples at all costs. So I have now learned that spoon feeding or syringe feeding is much better if you need to supplement. So I have these in there, and then also another packet of coconut oil. We do like to apply coconut oil after every diaper change just to prevent stuff from going on. So we have that ready to go. Have our cloth. Another burp cloth, and yet another burp cloth, because yes, we had a spitter from day one, so we are prepared now. Inside we have a package of 7th generation newborn diapers. I'm not as picky about diapers this time around, but I think these are decent, and so we've got a package in here. A fluffy blanket for pictures or just to hold and cuddle. And then 3 muslin blankets, a little dinosaur, this cute little owl, and a white one again for pictures or whatever. A big old pack of the Target Up and Up fragrance-free cloth-like baby wipes. Again, they have a few more ingredients than water wipes, but they're not too bad. So they're much cheaper, much more affordable. And we went through 2 packs of water wipes at the hospital last time. So I figured a big pack here would be good. I also have a little sample water wipes here to throw in as well. And then on top of the bag, I have newborn clothes and 0 to 3 month clothes all packed up in bags. So for newborn, this is my favorite. It's fleece though, and being as it could be April or May, fleece might be too hot, but it's so cute. Says little brother and has these little doggy feet. It's teal, my favorite color. I just love it. And we've got just the cotton little animals, much more light. And a little bunny. I love this one too. Little bunny rabbits. A little porcupine onesie, long sleeved in case it's cool. And a little brother short sleeve Wednesday in case it's hot. And then if we do pictures, whether we're here at home or at the hospital, I adore this little outfit. It's long sleeve onesie with this just cute little like dress shirt and little brown pants. So cute. And I adore these little socks that look like shoes. I hadn't seen these little boy ones because of course we had the little girl Mary Jane's, and a friend gave these to me and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And then just in case he's ginormous, which could absolutely happen, little elephant sleeper and this cute little forest animals onesie and a little bear onesie, and these little pants that could go with either of the onesies. And then the final 2 things that are, of course, to grab on the way out. I have, last time we took a boppy, but this time I do have a boppy, but I also wanted to try out this Infantino butterfly nursing pillow. I saw good things about this, and so I think I would take this one if we go to the hospital this time and try it out. And then, of course, the car seat, which would be installed in the car and ready to go. And that is everything that is in my hospital transfer bag. Bags, really, it's more like it. I will also be doing a video of what's in my home birth kit. Things that would be staying here at home if we would be transferring, that are just home birth related. So watch for that video coming up soon. Let me know in the comments below if there is something that you think I am missing that would be super helpful this time around. I would love to hear it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.